Keyamo here published report on 52 billion naira special works program for 774 local governments, Articles AD Task Senate. So Articles AD, I think this must be Frank Shaibu. Yeah, he's now tasking the Senate to go and publish the report on this job that Keyamo was supposed to handle on behalf of the government. 752 billion naira special works program, okay, for 774 local governments, local government areas in the state. Because now the same rumor is coming here that not even a rumor, is a fact that the same Festus Keyamo has gone to buy a house outrightly, about 300 and something $1,000 worth of house in the United States, and people have called for his probe, but I know that under APC it's not going to happen, because APC said when you are in APC, no matter how big your sins are, you will be forgiven. Because APC, and that is why these people ran to APC, because they can be forgiven and push all their atrocities under the carpet, just like they have done to FFK now. The FFK, with all the charges on his head, now he has been discharged and acquitted and is free now. I'm sure those are the reasons they are in APC doing a dirty job, because of where they have put their hand. It's quite unfortunate, and that is cheap blackmail against these people, because obviously their hands are not clean. Mr. Frank Shaibu, Special Assistant on Public Communication to the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has called on the National Assembly to publish report of its investigation on the 52 billion naira special works program implemented by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Mr. Festus Keyamo. Shaibu said this in a statement while reacting to Keyamo's acquisition of a house in the United States at the cost of over $300,000. Recall that in 2021, the federal government had, in a bid to ameliorate the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, approved the sum of 52 billion naira for the hiring of 774,000 Nigerians across all the local government areas in the country for 3 months. The 774,000 Nigerians were hired to take on menial jobs such as clearing of drainages, sweeping of markets, cutting grasses, and other community services. Keyamo was said to have specifically orchestrated the sacking of the Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, ND Nashiru Agungu, insisting that he was in charge of the 52 billion naira project, which the National Assembly noted was a flop. Both the Senate and the House of Representatives had stated that any of the beneficiaries of the funds did not get anything, while others who got did not do any job. They therefore questioned Keyamo's running of the program and promised to launch an investigation into the matter. Oh boy. Reacting to Keyamo's claim that he owns several houses in the U.S., Shaibu said the National Assembly had described the special works program as a sham, and also questioned how the funds were spent. Keyamo had, for the last 2 years, defended the shambolic implementation of the program, with his often confession that he has acquired houses in the United States of America. I hereby call on the National Assembly to publish its report on the failed project. I also call on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to immediately probe the finances of Festus Keyamo, who only became a senior advocate 2 years before becoming a minister. Okay, it is public record that Keyamo was an activist and a prosecutor for the EFCC during mostly pro bono cases before taking public office. However, he now boasts of being a real estate mogul after becoming a minister. This is laughable and an insult to the sensibilities of Nigeria. So this is actually very bad. Okay, this is very bad. In any case, Keyamo's time as Minister of State for Labor and Unemployment witnessed the highest level of unemployment, okay, which KPMG says is about to hit 40%. Under Keyamo, universities also witnessed prolonged strikes as ASU proceeded on 10-month strike in 2020 and 8-month industrial action in 2021. Keyamo clearly failed as a minister but grew wealthier in the process through his so-called real estate business. He thus needs to be investigated with immediate effect. Keyamo had said that by letters dated May 6, 2019, before he was appointed as a minister, he wrote to the relevant government agencies informing them of the closure of his foreign accounts and the repatriation of his funds to the country, since Nigerian law does not allow public officials to operate foreign bank accounts. He further stated, "My assets declaration is therefore for all to see. Some of us don't need government funds or patronage to get by. Whatever we do and whoever we support is of our own conviction." Reacting, however, Shaibu dared Keyamo to publish his asset declaration form as submitted to the Code of Conduct Bureau in 2019. He said since Keyamo had boasted many times about being an EFCC prosecutor and an anti-corruption champion, he ought to be old enough to make his asset declaration forms public to prove that he was telling. Shaibu said Keyamo has 1 month left on his tenure as minister, which means he will need to declare his asset before the Code of Conduct Bureau next month. Let him make public his asset declaration forms before and after office to prove to Nigerians that he did not steal. They won't do that. Okay, they won't do that. They are probing them or submitting their asset declaration form before he was appointed and after the appointment as well to the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB. He won't do that because obviously you will obviously see that within the 4 years or 8 years he has been in that role, he has acquired something very massive beyond his normal entitlements, official entitlement, and he won't be able to explain it. That is the truth. He won't be able to explain it. He won't be able to explain it. So Frank Shaibuna is calling on EFCC to look into the matter. So Keyamo should be invited, should be interrogated, and his asset be looked into, and let him prove to Nigerians that he did not steal, he did not embezzle Nigerians' money. But I know that nobody will want to do that because, first of all, he belongs to the ruling party, the APC. The APC that said that no matter how big your sins are, once you join the APC, your sins are forgiven. That was the statement of Shomole. When Shomole was the chairman of the party, and during the 2019 election campaign, that was when he said all of that. And that is why these other criminal politicians are running to APC for refuge, for shelter, and remain there until it is cool, hoping that they will get the security and the protection they need under the APC. Is very bad. So that is what Frank Shaibu is saying, that they should publish the report, and if found wanting, let EFCC also look into it. But the key thing here is that the investigation team should publish that report of that 52 billion naira special work for 774 local government area.